You have to get every bit of the taste. So I put a little too much pimento right there. This was for, you know, get a little vinegar on it. Not too wet. Then you take your finger, you dig in, and you make sure that you get a little onion. You know, like eye rolling, popping. Trust me, this is so good. Thanks, Lisa. That's the name of my friend. She's just exceptionally sweet. And how could I forget our husband, Peter? He's the chef behind the chef. I don't know which one of them is better with the cooking, but you know they are really great. they're really good at what they do, and they do very well at teamwork. You know. Hold on, the pepper getting my throat now. You know, some drop on my clothes. But this is one time you're excused, you can eat it. Well, whenever. But trust me, this is so good. You just get the burst of flavor. Now I must warn you, if you go to Jamaica and you're eating this pickle, you're going to feel your head expanding from the pepper. But what I want to tell you is that you don't go to Jamaica and don't eat fish and festivals, or half of your life is gone. Trust me, I don't know which is better, whether the fish itself or the pickle itself, because that taste take you on a different level. And then, so you know, normally when the festival is like very hot and coming out of the pot, it tends to be better because I had to warm this a little. And again, if you're warming anything that's made from a dough, you can't put it too long in the microwave, or it's gonna get too chewy. But one thing I note about this festival is not greasy either. You know, every now and then you have to add more of the vinegar, or let me just say the sauce, because it's not just vinegar, but all the added spices. And that's another thing with Jamaican food. We cook with a whole lot of spices. So I know probably some of my friends wondering if I'm not going to give anybody else any of this. I'll tell you about that later. Yeah. But spices in our food is what makes it so exceptional. On my grandparents' property, we had the pimento tree, and we just used to use it when we were like my grandfather reared pigs, and he used to kill them, and you know, you have to cure the meat with a lot of salt and pimento, and then you get what they call corn pork. Now, sorry if I'm offending anybody who is not a pork eater. I'm not advocating for pork eating. I'll tell you what used to happen when I live in the country. Of course, I still eat pork. But I wanted to just share with some of you who don't know about one of our Jamaican traditions, which is to eat certain types of food during this time. As I said, I don't think it had anything to do with religion, except there was something about not eating meat around this time. Of course, as you get older, you hear about the season of length and so on. So maybe all things together is the reason they don't eat regular meat, as well as when we choose to eat like a snack. Well, it's not a snack. We choose to eat our famous bun and cheese. I mean, guess what? Another thing I have to say about our bun and cheese, it's different. It's different than the other cheese that I've ever tried. You can just eat this by itself and you don't think that you're eating, or you don't ask, what is it I'm eating? It just tastes like something authentic. My gingerbread, let me get a sip. I have my straw right here. Oh, trust me, that tastes good. Get another sip. If you're not careful between the pepper and the ginger, I'll just leave this right here. Yeah, between the pepper and the ginger, you're in for some, not discomfort, but a little fiery taste in your mouth. But nothing else so gratifying. Anyway, as always, I like to bring you information, even though you might have heard about it before. I'm just giving you my version and hoping that you can be inspired. If you are Jamaican watching, you might be inspired to go and cook some of this. Because you won't regret it. So I'm taking my time because I don't want to get too full. Already my stomach is feeling puffy. So I came home from church and I had some plantain porridge. I'll have to tell you that story another day. And then, alright, so this is what the ginger does. It makes you burp. And normally I don't eat and drink, but I normally eat my food and then drink after, but there are exceptions to the rule. This is too good. Let me get a bite into my bun and cheese. Now, you see how thick the slice is? When we live in Jamaica, again, you can't cut the cheese too thick unless you get permission from your parents. The cheese and the bun combined gives a nice, should I say, gummy taste. And you have to swallow slowly. Alright, get stuck in your throat. Let me drink something and wash it down too. Yeah. And I love raisins, so those type that have a lot of raisin, I'm good with that. Some of them are a little bit more moist than others, but it doesn't matter as long as it's bun and cheese and it's Easter time. Well, you're set for food. So you see, until next time, when I have something else to share with you, walk good, go and eat your fish and your festival and Bammy. I hope you had some bun and cheese. This is not what Easter is about. This is just a part of our tradition. So otherwise from that, happy Easter, and remember, Jesus is Lord.